Okay.
Wow, are we actually all here?
Hurak's not in yet, but for the most part, yeah. Okay, so to give a bit of a recap, not much happened. You guys went shopping, you did a bit of stuff. Most of you got drunk. One of you might have seen somebody familiar, but when you woke up, didn't remember a thing. Aside from that, not much happened. So, it's a rather nice morning. There's only a light bit of fog in the area. So, what do each of you do? You all find yourselves in the Noctis estate. And for the most part, things are pretty normal.
Octavius will just have a very somber breakfast.
Yeah, you're hungover. Actually, Octavius, roll a d20.
Oh no. Did I become addicted to alcohol?
No, not yet. You're handling it pretty well. You've
I'm a bard,
gotten
man. I
used.
probably drink people under the table.
Yeah, no, you've gotten used to this kind of thing over time. Granted, your head's still pounding, and you generally just don't want to go outside at the moment.
Rough night.
Just life deciding to throw karma at me, I guess.
There's always going to be a balance somewhere.
Yeah, this was it balancing back, and I just happened to get hit with it.
All right. Oh yeah, also, you guys have a new friend. The Thar. She's more or less made herself at home.
You cut out a bit earlier.
Huh?
I heard you, friend, and then everything went black.
Sorry. What?
And there it goes again.
Guys, hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, Bran. I don't hear Anthony or Eric. They're both lighting up, though. You might have to drop and come back in. Can anyone else hear them?
I can't.
Oh, then it's me. Hold on.
Yeah, Anthony, I can hear you just fine. Eric is the only person I can't hear.
Anthony, say something. I can't hear him either. I'm going to have to close down Discord and restart.
Ow. Last time you were level 3. You haven't told me level up or anything.
I can hear
3.
you.
You guys are still level 3.
Yeah, we've done no fighting.
You guys are in a massive city that's fairly well protected. Unless you go out of your way for a fight, you're not going to get much fighting in.
Unless you want to give us roleplay XP.
You guys would be level 5 by this point if that was the case.
To be fair,
Yeah, to be fair, we all are getting the character really well.
To be fair,
Okay.
you're probably going to throw us against things level 5 characters probably should be against.
Back to the point at hand. Ross, you had your own business. Roll a general d20. Eric, are you actually talking or?
No.
Okay, good.
I rolled a d20.
I know. I'm personally messaging the result.
Oh yeah, I just realized I let a thief get away.
Yeah, so proud of you. You're great at your job.
He was
deserve a reward.
drunk.
You're great at your job. You deserve a reward. Let's get you a medal.
No, I'm wondering if that would fuck with my alignment.
Yeah.
By the way, Octavius,
Yes.
if you wanted to leave, you could have just gone out without sneaking.
I had to do some personal business. And to be fair, I look around for Monieka. Is she in the room?
At this point in time, I'm getting the feeling he probably wants to make a perception check or something to see if she's actually visible to him.
So, Toki, or rather Thar, eventually, despite perhaps your best of attempts, you wake up.
Toki, did you fucking change your character again?
Yes, we went over this last time.
Are we surprised by this anymore?
You know, I really shouldn't be.
Point comes, though. Thar, eventually you are woken up. By what? You honestly don't care at this point. You just know there's no chance of you getting back to sleep.
Okay. I try to pretend like I'm still asleep.
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh, this is going to be interesting.
You try for a few minutes before a maid notices you, walks in, and throws open the curtains.
Son of a bitch!
I'm sorry for laughing like that.
Thar, the maid that woke you up looks kind of weird. Granted, most anything that doesn't have green skin or, well, teeth or tusks looks kind of weird to you. But there's something a bit more, what's the word? Off about this one? Hard to tell.
I sit up and I just stare for a second.
Two eyes sort of just sweep over.
You cut out.
Sorry.
I heard everything he said.
Yeah, two eyes that just seem to almost be hollow in a sense, kind of sweep over you as
Is this what I think it is?
she doesn't say a word as she just leaves the room. Thar, you do you actually know why you were sent here, or did you just get told to go somewhere and you went?
I was told to take my whatever they're called. What are they called?
Masters, teachers, leaders.
I was told to take my retainers and go relieve my old master of his duty.
Why?
Yeah, but again, you were never actually told as to why you were sent here.
To keep an eye on the party.
That's what you think, but again, they literally just told you to come out here and relieve the master of his duties and take over. But you think it's to do that, but as far as you know, it could be anything. So, for the most part, you're not really sure what to think of the group. I mean, you saw a bit of them. You remember a guy with white hair stumbling and drunk last night. There's a tiefling who seems to have a wooden stick. Okay, what's everybody's passive?
My passive?
My passive is 16. I see you, Snake Boy.
11.
Yes, but the proper question is, do you care?
11, but I'm not even caring. Because,
Oh, no, it doesn't even matter for you, but Thar, do you care enough to actually notice?
As far as I'm aware, Ross can do whatever Ross wants. As long as he doesn't steal from me, we'll be fine. You did hear what I said, right?
Yeah, I heard you.
Okay.
So, for the most part, eventually, all of you rouse from sleep and slowly make your way to the front, or to the main living room that you guys have essentially taken over as a dining. Thar, the food's decent. There's a good bit of meat here. Ham, some bacon. At least some stuff you can sink your teeth into. Though, beyond that, most of the other stuff seems to be stereotypical what you think nobles eat.
If I wanted to recall a point in my past, do I just recall it, throw it out on spot, or
Depends on how specific you have to get.
Are you trying to trigger a flashback?
no, I'm just trying to. This is more just general character stuff.
Again, it depends on how broad or narrow you're trying to make it. If it's something fairly broad,
On my contract.
yeah. On your contract?
One of my contracts I've done in the past. having to deal with some weird, like weird nobleman. I had to sneak in, and he offered me food for some reason.
Yeah, weird
Apparently-
contract.
Apparently, he just wanted someone to kill him. He put the contract out on himself.
Yeah, it was certainly a weird one. I mean,
Darkest contract ever. I'm just kidding.
no,
serious.
that's not even the darkest. There are plenty more that messed up things that you got into. That one was just sad. Guy was
Oh, no.
old, alone, already on his deathbed. He just wanted somebody to put him out of it.
Yeah.
It's a big difference for you, but point being, why would you want to remember it in this case?
No, just because he fed me. It's the food, the fancy food.
Yeah,
Is what got me thinking about that.
but okay, for the most part,
And it's
things
more how I killed him that got me thinking.
yeah,
It-
things are fairly nice.
Something for the future, like thoughts about the future, basically. So I go into more detail with it, or may I go into more detail about why I called in and what brings
Not much.
forth it? Huh?
But for the most part,
I
you
think.
all have decent meals. It's a nice breakfast. Most of you, Octavius, who the fuck is this goblin? Who the heck?
It's a goblin. Who cares? They're allowed to do stuff. They're not lesser beings for being goblins.
No, but Octavius, you don't remember this goblin being here before.
To be
Think.
fair, I was pretty smashed last night.
Yeah, exactly. So you don't remember.
Oh yeah, Octavius, where were you last night?
Drinking.
So nothing new.
Well, I probably just drank everyone under the bar. I mean, I had at
Roll
least
general history. This is Octavius, roll history.
if I remember correctly, I drank like 20 freaking strong ales.
Not that much, but that was your body's equivalent.
I'm gonna make an insight check on him.
19.
You vaguely remember something about a guy in magic, and also there was a really nice lady there. She bought you drinks.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh.
Oh yeah, there was
Oh.
this pickpocket slipped something and bought everyone a round of knockout juice. He didn't work on me, so I was a little pissy. Told him to leave. He didn't, so I fucking woke everyone up and told him to get the fuck out.
Wow. You actually had a spine for once. I'm proud.
I
I'm just gonna do a slow clap to that.
It's probably the opposite.
every time his hands come together, I wince slightly.
Shall I, okay, I have a question. Would a cure wound help him or would it not help him?
It,
I'm still kind of like,
It'd be a
yeah, it'd have
restoration
to be like a
spell.
lesser restoration to cure a hangover.
well, time for my favorite thing. Let's restoration by smack his head. See if that cures the hangover.
Wait, do you actually have lesser restoration?
No. I call it less restoration. It's more of just me smacking the person and see if that helps.
I'm a muscle lizard. I cast fist.
That's effectively how you approach your paladin magics, Star.
Wait, would a hangover count as a disease for the lay on hands ability?
No.
Oh, I wish I had lay on. Oh, I wish I was a paladin right now. If this character died, I'd figure out what I'm going to do next.
Let's make a Google
Okay.
Documents. Call it the Amen.
I'm
That's
gonna,
cleric,
I'm gonna be
not
like,
paladin. If you're gonna be quoting videos, quote them right.
A bunch of holy people. Doesn't matter.
Paladin.
Well,
The,
not to address the
Who
goblin
have
in
got
the
it
room,
and
but
on their side.
there's a goblin in the room.
So
Or
what?
your head suddenly bolts up from the food you're eating because somebody's talking about a goblin.
I'm just gonna be like, so
Looking
what?
around,
You have a problem with
you don't
goblins?
see any other goblins. They must be talking about you.
I'm gonna defend the goblin now. I'm gonna defend this guy I have here now. He's a goblin. He has the same rights as everyone else.
Tell that to Goblin Slayer.
Screw him. I had to kill a guy like that once.
Just to be correct, I am female.
Oh, shit,
Her voice is raspy. It's kind of.
5 pack a day
It sounds like
smoker.
it's not that bad, but it's sort of like this high pitched rasp. It's not like the five pack a day, but it's sort of close to that kind of effect.
You mean like this?
No, not that. A bit easier than that, but
Oh, I can't do it without killing a someone.
no. But the voice is a bit like raspy and sort of. It's not grating, surprisingly. It's like kind of nice, I suppose, but point being, for the most part, Thar, you notice almost everybody's looking at you. Ross, what are you doing? Anthony. Yeah.
Ross is just making his bed for the day.
Yeah, Ross is kind of, it's like everybody else is sort of talking and like mulling over, and Ross is just sitting like with his legs, with his feet up on the chair, just like putting cream on a bagel and just eating it.
All right.
He's pulling an L right now. How
Pretty much.
dare you, sir?
He's more or less just, I'm assuming Ross is just trying to avoid group contact.
No, Ross merely exists unless coin's involved.
Yeah, no. So, Ross, you're not even like, you're kind of just sitting in the chair to eat, but then after a certain point, you just get up and leave. Where do you want to head for the day?
I remembered that I had those 2 bottles of acid that were supposed to be very valuable. Let's see if I can't go sell those somewhere.
All right, well, I'll cut back to you in a bit. Azriel, what do you think of all this?
Why is there always newer and newer strangers in my home?
Muñeca is somehow appearing right next to you. I blame your kindred spirit for this.
Why do I feel suddenly offended by that?
I don't know. And she just walks away. I have business to attend to.
The butler does not count as business. I'm saying that
Feel
as you walk.
roll a dex save.
What?
Roll a dex.
Oh, I am. I
dexterity
have to
save.
get to the dex real quick.
You feel
so it needs to get
you feel a sudden like flush of heat against the side of your face
that's not where it goes.
as Muñeca basically backhands you into the table.
I do not take back what I said.
Good. And I don't regret striking you. And she just walks off.
So it is strong.
The beatings will stop when morale improves.
The beatings will stop when the morale improves. Where's that Shaxx quote from Destiny 2?
All right. You know who I'm going to grab now and take on an adventure with me?
Meaning?
We're going to go cause mischief or chaos somewhere in town. Maybe solve a mystery or two.
You're taking who?
I'm going to see.
You dipshit.
Octavius and Dara.
It is Star.
Star. Sorry. I'll add weird letters. Star.
Okay, seriously, who is this person?
There you go.
It's more of my
Sorry, the one you think's named Octavius. Because it should be noted, you have the names of every person in the group written down, but for some reason, you're fairly certain whichever group decided to send you out, or whoever's in charge that sent you out decided to screw with you because there is nothing describing what each person is. So you just have a list of names. So you've got Octavius, Azrael, Ross, Christopher, and the name. And actually, no, that's it, because they didn't know about Grimo when it first started.
Yeah. So, yo, I was wondering, do you want to help me? Do you want to come help me with something? White hair, Finn over there is going to be joining us.
Oh, you talking to me?
Yeah.
As long as it's nothing too auspicious.
Auspicious.
Auspicious, yes.
As long,
I can't neither confirm or deny that with
as long as you're
Finn
not a dumbass,
involved.
I already have a headache.
With you involved, it probably won't be because you've. All right, ready?
As my title is Knight Grandmaster, not a Grandmaster, Knight Master, I will have to stop you if you do anything auspicious.
I'm a bounty hunter. I think I have some immunity from some stuff. If it means getting the job done in the end.
The end justifies the means.
It does not, but whatever. She hops down and
I'm
she
gonna
goes to
try-
a room to get dressed because she's just in a robe right now.
I'm gonna invite
it's
Azrael with
technically,
us.
it's technically a blouse, but on you it's a robe.
Hey, do you want to join us or do you want to stick around here again? Because I feel bad every time we leave you out, Azrael.
I'm still working on Octavia's beard.
And you still haven't thought about giving it sentience.
Come again?
You haven't thought about giving it sentience to be able to identify and know when its master is when it's like owners using it.
I don't have enough magic powers for that.
Well, I can probably do a little. Can probably look into a little bit. I do have connections in places, and I do have a lot of magical power.
I would not like a talking sword, thank you very much. I deal with enough voices.
No, it wouldn't be that. It'd be only sentient enough to actually identify you as its creator or its owner and its master, preventing others from using it against you. I'm basically suggesting we make a weapon that's ID blocked to him.
Yeah, I don't know.
You can chime in at any time.
It's better if I work on the mechanics first and get into the company.
You know, it's good enough with. I mean, I maintain and build this thing. I can build it back up from scratch if I have to. So, if we need any help with magic, I don't mind helping.
I prefer my own engineering before magics.
I love that there
Come
was
on.
a freaking that drill sound. It's perfect timing.
I prefer my own mechanics. Fuck off.
Well, there's nothing wrong with being able to enchant the bullets to do different things, but that's more at the end of the barrel than the beginning of the barrel. Anyways,
Everybody roll a perception check.
Everybody?
Everybody, except Ross.
what is wrong with my roll today?
I don't see anything.
I'm just doing a general D20
You all
to see what
ju-
happens.
You all just realized. Wait, did Ross even come back? He's probably still gone.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna have that type of game today.
So, cutting back to Ross, who is currently waltzing about the Silk District. Don't remember that right? Yeah, gilded silk cloth. Yeah. Need to run through names in my head. You're waltzing about the Silk District, which is where most of the there's the Silk and Iron districts. Silk is more the arcane side of mercantile business, and the more niche stuff, alchemists, arcane materials. It's where a lot of the more, what's the word? Morally
Ambiguous.
gray. Yeah, morally ambiguous or morally gray type sellers typically camp out.
Left black and white.
More or less. I mean, granted, they aren't outright selling black market goods, but
They're pushing
Wink,
black
wink,
They
market.
nudge,
wouldn't-
nudge. Go down this alley.
Sorta. The guards around this area, for the most part, seem to be on edge, if a little less, if not outright hostile towards the sellers. And don't get me wrong, this is an area that has a lot more like stalls and street vendors than actual storefronts. Most of them
Most of them.
most of them appear to have been created into laboratories, workspaces, or just generally storehouses. Typically, you don't want to keep large quantities of what they're selling in open areas. So, roll a general investigation check, because this is generally, you want to find, because surprisingly, a lot of these people are uptight about what they sell. The 14, okay, it takes you a few minutes. Eventually you find your way to a rather interesting looking fellow. Guy in all kind of sort of a little bit of a manic look in his eye, kind of one eye that's constantly seem to be twitching slightly, and his head's constantly fidgeting. His hands are dead still. That's the weird part. But also there's large amounts of bandaging covering his arms, part of his neck, one side of his face, so that only the twitching eye is exposed. And he has this toothy grin that says he's probably likely to sell you out, but he's got what you need to.
It sounds to me like you just described that I ran into the local crazy person.
Possibly. Well, one of them. This is a city. This is a major city.
The script like it's plotted for it. So
I just feel like I ran into the most batshit one of the group so far, though.
You're trying to sell extremely lethal poison acids. What do you expect?
That is true.
So I feel like we should keep the fact that
And it's like once you step into focus, it's like everything laser focuses on you. Like the twitching stops, the fidgeting. It's like he puts his hands on his table and leans forward slightly. What? Welcome.
I did.
And he kind of looks you up and down. With the one eye. Sorry if you heard the dog barking.
I'm gonna take a quick peek around to see what he has in his store right now.
Oh no, it's a vendor booth. So it's effectively like a little. There's like a front counter, and there's like 4 posts that effectively hold up like a little tarp overhead to keep the rain off him.
Oh,
Behind
boy.
him, there are
I
racks
ran
and racks
into-
of vials, clear potion bottles, in some cases like actual clay pots. Most of them seem to be hermetically sealed, or most of them seem to have some kind of clasp or fastening mechanism to keep the lid securely on. And all of them are currently lashed to the stands in some way, shape, or form. But
Okay.
after he looks you up and down, if you're looking for poisons, try 3 booths over. Lovely lady sells all sorts of bodily harm.
She definitely begged a lot while they done like
I'm just gonna look at her and be like, yeah, what do you sell then?
each begs a lot, and then this one loves to feed her.
Oh yeah.
Reagents. Certain. And his eye kind of like. His eye flicks to the right, and it's his right eye that's like open, that's currently exposed. His eye flicks to the right, and he sort of like slowly leans out, further out, and looks to the left. Materials that can be used to break down others. Why? What are you looking for?
It's not what I'm looking for, it's what I'm looking to get rid of.
If you're looking... Oh. Then this might not be the best place to do that.
You'll get to meet lovely Marinan. Thanks, Marinan.
Ross is just gonna be like, then where do you suggest that I do that?
That depends on what you're trying to get rid of.
Ross is just going to look at him. Well, I mean, I could put it very simply. And Ross is going to try and use Thieves' Cant to make this person understand that he's basically holding a liquid that could turn him into a puddle.
He kind of like just looks at you funny when you start talking in Thieves' Cant.
Ross is just gonna look at him.
And I was like, okay.
Where's the shady areas of town?
I was like, did you talk to him? Ever?
Opposite side of town. But wait, are you actually like holding out the vials of acid at this point, or are they still in your bag?
No, he's left them in the bag.
Though you still haven't told me what you're trying to get rid of.
Ross is just gonna look at him. It is a compound that would help break down other things.
Oh, acid! I can buy that. Why didn't you lead with that?
Ross is gonna look at him. It's a little strong.
And you
Ross
haven't
is
used it to unlife anybody, have you?
Ross is gonna look at him. No, actually, I haven't used it for anything yet.
Can I see it?
Ross is going to hand him one of the vials.
He takes it out and like gets and like fumbles around beneath it, pulls up 2 things like a small cloth. He like closes his eye and mumbles under his breath for a second. You see this dull glow light up. He takes out a circular disc of some material in a small like stirring straw. He dips it in. He like uncorks the acid, dips it in ever so slightly, and spreads it across. And how potent is the acid you had?
I don't remember how potent it was because it was so long ago, but I do remember that we collected it from some horrific tree monstrosity.
Oh, yeah. Wait, wasn't that blood? Oh, yeah, that was back in the forest. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yes, for the most, you do, and it slowly begins eating into the thing, and it actually makes along the line. It actually just burns down until there's nothing but the material, nothing but the cloth underneath it. There's still two halves, but he sort of like nudges the two halves now with the stick, with the measuring stick he had. Yes, not as strong as you made it out to be, but I could do. How much of this do you have?
Ross is gonna look at him. I have 2 vials.
Both the same size?
Of course.
One moment, and he corks it and like whisks it back with him. No, that would be 25. That would be 45.
Ross is gonna look at him. Is that what you're offering for both?
Yes,
45 what exactly?
gold is
Deal.
the and you take it.
Ross heard gold.
Oh, look, Burrell's online.
Yeah.
I'm starting to think you should probably use 2 times to make his life easier.
And as you're walking away, he's going to switch to Thieves' Cant himself. If you're looking for the more undiscerning sellers, go to the Dragon's Lock Bar down in the Cloth District. You'll know what to do from there. And he just slowly recedes back into his booth.
Well, I know where I'm heading.
So, cutting back to the rest of you, for the most part, what do you each of you want to do for the day?
Well, I was going to drag, I was not going to drag, but I was going to bring, Tar. I said the name right, correct, Toki? Tar. And Octavius with me on a job. Just to get to know Tar better. You heard me, right?
Toki. You're not make it. Yeah, okay, Toki, you there?
I was talking to somebody on my headset.
Yeah, sorry. All right, so for the most part,
Yeah, I was going to drag Toki and not drag, but bring Toki and Octavius were Tar. Correct me if I ever say the name wrong. Tar and Octavius with me on a job, try to find any people who were recently killed without the killer ever being found.
So Octavius, you're getting dragged along. Thar, you're also getting dragged along. Quick question: what's your strength?
I'm not dragging her. I'm offering her to come with us.
Oh, I misinterpreted that. Thar, do you want to entertain the weird red guy?
We'll be stopping a criminal. I'm going to take the silence as a yes.
I said I was coming.
Yeah, sorry, we didn't hear you.
Octavius.
Anyways, eventually you guys get moving again. Slowly but surely, you guys work your way across. Where are you going exactly, Red?
Where do you think? I'm going to to a job board. We're going to find a job that we can all take together that involves the dead person.
Don't we have to be
Or making someone
affiliated
out-
with this guild in order to take jobs from their board?
You can do freelance work. You just get a cut. You just get a pay cut because the guild takes a finder's fee.
Don't we have
Right.
2 ins with the guild, so we don't have to do that?
Yes, but neither of you guys capitalized on it. You have an in to join. You're not part of it.
Well, I'm a bounty
Joining
hunter, so
is paperwork.
I generally have a Shouldn't there be like a bounty board technically?
Not
What's
here. There's just a job board.
Oh wow, Percy Town can't get a freaking bounty board.
Chris,
Come on, let's
That's
put an open
kind of
wall.
what happens when there's well-guarded capitals.
I start massaging my temples. Chris, why don't we just try and register?
Because paperwork.
I'd rather not have to deal with you bitching about a pay cut later.
You do know I don't. Most of my money doesn't go to me, right?
I cock an eyebrow at that.
I'm okay with any. Yeah, I don't collect a lot of money. I only ever carry about like. Oh yeah, I'm gonna give back the gold I borrowed from Octavia. It's like, oh yeah, I forgot to give this back to you the other day.
Okay. Thar, for the most part, you kind of drone out this.
How much
and
gold
you
did I
walk
give
up to
you?
the job board.
You gave me like 2 gold. Yeah, I don't really carry much gold on my person at any point in time.
Smart, but at the same time, when you work for... Wait, where the hell do you put your gold then?
Oh, I'm just gonna open up my bag of holding. It doesn't go in here. Most of my gold gets sent to someone to help pay for certain expenses they may have.
Do you have a wife and kid?
No. It's I would love to try, but no. You could say reformations of some sort. More of a thankfulness.
You killed someone you shouldn't have, didn't you?
No. Most people I kill deserve it in some way, shape, or form. Yeah, that's just going to remain a mystery for you the entire time. Our bond nearly isn't deep enough. It needs to be a level 3
I was
bond before
about
we
to fucking make a Persona joke. Well, you go look for a job. I'll see about the paperwork.
All right, I'm gonna go find a murder.
And while he looks for a random job posting, I'm gonna start filing taxes. I'll see you in 3 months.
It might take like a few
What are you
days.
going to do?
I'm gonna make our group legitimate while he's busy with that shit.
Okay. There's a small desk with a rather perky-looking woman standing behind it, and there's like a line of other adventurers. They look greener than you do, actually.
How
Which
green
is
can he be?
saying something.
Joe,
I don't know.
you saw the picture I posted, right?
What picture?
In random stuff.
Oh, the Uncle Lovecraft? Oh, jeez.
What? It's true for what we went through in the
Not
forest.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Yeah. Anyways, while he says that, I'm going to take a chance to talk to Tar. So, Tar, Wait, did I ever actually get her name?
Technically, I don't think it's unless you were there when she showed up. I don't think she introduced to anyone.
She didn't.
So,
Goblin lady.
Captain. Well, I'm not gonna call her by race. She said she was a captain night guard, if I remember correctly. So, Captain, find any interesting jobs?
Thar, roll a general d20. And Toki, I'm not saying that you should drop the common language. I would have loved if you didn't, because if you were looking at the job board, you couldn't read any of it. Because it's all in common. But, Toki, roll a general d20.
Do it for me. I'm upstairs currently stuffing.
God, there's so many names. Okay, so for the most part,
What did you say?
you got a 10. So, for the most part, jobs kind of range to catch your eye. Clear a sewer infestation or check out a mansion. You only do this because they're relatively low-ranking quests, as in they're suggested for beginners and the like, but
What a
for the most part, the thing is the pay. Both offer triple digits in payout in gold.
Well, that's not suspicious at all.
Am I the only one who finds it funny, the idea that every time somebody mentions gold in any way, shape, or form, Ross just appears?
Yeah, no. So,
Can we make that a canon thing now?
if you can get your hands on the teleportation ring, yeah.
What you buying?
He just, or you can literally just have him walk by every time we talk about gold.
Maybe. So, Ross, for the most part, you wander into the guild hall, not really thinking, but more just because you were wandering. Also, it's on its way to the Dragon Lock bar.
Okay.
You hear,
And you see Thar, and you see the goblin girl from earlier holding a piece of paper, 2 pieces of paper, and on both of them there is the symbol for gold pieces and 120 next to it. So either that is a really expensive paper or it's a job.
I'm gonna take the mansion job out of her hands. Like, we're not going to a sewer. We'll take this one.
Octavius, in the meantime, you haven't tried flirting with the with the woman behind the counter, have you?
Is my hangover gone?
Yes.
What's she look like?
Human, rather pretty. Glasses, brownish hair.
Are you freaking Don Machi me
yeah,
right
brownish. No, brownish with hair with lighter roots. She seems to be a few inches shorter than you. Looks cute.
now? I won't be overly flirtatious. I'll just be like the gentlemanly flirtatious. If that's a thing.
Okay, roll persuasion.
Is there a difference between that with you?
It means I'm being more respectful. Because I'm not trying anything right now. and she's on work, so I don't want her to be too flustered.
All right, you don't flub your lines, so you're good. Now, on to the next bit. You managed to register your group.
Did
Unfortunately,
did he name us? Please tell me.
I was going to ask Octavius. Part of the registration form is to give a name for the...
Ooh. Now the power is in my court.
If you do anything stupid, I will literally make your life a living hell.
I could name us the shits. That is my position right now.
And then you would get stabbed by a paladin.
No, we're not doing that. We're going to get every guard on his butt.
Okay, let's be honest. I would have talked to you guys at some point because we literally just saved a town together. So, do we want to flashback to see if we want to make a name? Because I'm going to be honest, I have like two ideas.
Let's say no, because I love improv. I love improv and putting you guys on the spot and chaos.
Okay, let's see here. What do we have? A human bard, a tiefling bounty hunter, don't officially know what your race is, but you're a
half-breed.
Half-breed, I was talking about Noctis.
He's a half-breed something. Yeah, no, he's a half-breed
he's
something.
A gunslinger. A snake man thief. And now a goblin paladin. Oh, and
Well, you don't know paladin, but you know goblin person in armor.
Also the half-orc
monk.
Okay, so why don't we just call ourselves the bounties? The bounty.
That sounds
jobs.
Stupid.
I know. I'm trying to think of stuff.
Oh. I actually have an idea.
All right.
If you don't say it, I feel like I'm going to hate it. So just say it.
The Astral Covenant. Because, we dealt with that interdimensional bullshit in the...
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, Tar, we're going to get every guard on. I mean, I like the name, but we're still going to get every guard on him.
Misadventures, right?
Yes.
Electric Cobra.
All right.
Also, where if you need to drop out to sort of catch your breath, I understand.
Don't push yourself if you don't feel like you can play.
Oh, don't worry. I've got a gut full of food and pink.
You're at
I'm
the
ready to
perfect
rumble.
opportunity. We're deciding a team name.
But Grima isn't there, so...
As he walks through the window.
Walk to him. I mean, I would have told him at some point in time what we're doing.
If a name for us is what we need, then why not just simply call ourselves a helping hand?
Boo.
Or is that not what we're doing?
I'm looking at team names real quick.
I'm trying to think of notable jobs we've done, but we've only done a couple.
The Cardinal and Aiden.
The survivors of Uncle Lovecraft's murder hole.
Lovecraft.
Yeah, no, the survivors of Uncle Lovecraft's murder forest.
No, I mean as our group name, Lovecraft.
Ooh. I actually like that.
What?
It sounds pretty nice, actually.
The Lovecrafts.
And I'm
It
the one
does.
going insane from all you crazy people. It's perfect.
Actually, Greenland's very
Octavius and the
rational.
Lovecrafts.
I'm very rational. I just kind of act out
Our
boredom
team name,
more than anything
as
else.
I am writing this down on the official paperwork, is Lovecraft. Just Lovecraft.
We shall teach them the love of our craft. As I pound my fists together.
Octavius, holy shit,
Just
dude!
a fucking. Why? Why do you do that?
Our
Do what?
big green guy climbed through a window.
Why are Grievous? Do I notice him at all? Did I just watch him climb through a window?
You didn't notice. You're not that perceptive. Thar, you did.
I'm above average.
Wait a minute. What story is the built?
I'm just picturing him climbing through a second-story window and walking downstairs.
And to be fair, I didn't have to ask
It's
you
like-
guys' opinions for anything. I could have just came up with whatever I thought of.
No, I wasn't making fun of you. It's was more of what Grievous' character. No, I'll make fun of you later.
I'm just thinking of the fact that my headcanon is Grima stalks the entire party and they just haven't
To be
realized
fair,
it yet.
you've mainly been stalking me.
Let's get rid of all those notifications. There we go. All right. So now that we have a name for our coalition or whatever you wish to call it, what's the next step?
Now I name drop to make sure this paperwork goes through properly, and then we don't get pay cuts. I assume I put a reference in the paperwork.
Okay. Yeah, you do put a reference, and it gets put in a separate stack from all the other groups.
Nice.
And she just nods at you slightly before heading back into the back room for a break.
Ross is gonna walk up as the person sets it in the other stack of paper and is like, "What did you write on there? Why are we already rejecting?"
Oh, can we put multiple references?
I can throw a few
You
references
could,
in there.
considering you're writing in the ledger, or the, edges of the paper, essentially.
I'll probably be able to throw a reference in.
I
there,
was just
too.
thinking of putting Isla's and my royal contact, or high, whatever the fuck she was, contact.
I was gonna say maybe somebody that I've worked for in the past, like a work application kind of.
Yeah,
Maybe-
this is essentially, again, this is essentially a temp agency, and you're trying to put in a ref, and you're basically just putting in something that they use to evaluate you for jobs.
Oh well, then yeah. There's I remember this one guy. He said that he needed to get rid of his brother
We
to
are
ascend
not putting him
to
as a
higher
reference.
standing. What about the one person who asked me to clear out an entire room of other people?
No.
We submit the form with just Isla and my back channel.
Wait,
You're at the board
Could I
while I'm
just
filling out
walk up and
paperwork.
put down my book of? Yeah, no, I'm gonna go. Hey, if you need this, I'm gonna put my entire stack of positive
To be fair,
contacts.
Your reputation is probably bad enough as it is.
I'm
only in
thinking
certain
of-
cities.
Guys, I'm thinking about taking double proficiency and stealth.
You mean expertise?
Yeah, I'm thinking about taking expertise and stealth because I already got a 6 in it.
Yeah, no, I'm actually. This is only one area I have. I only really have that bad of a reputation. This is more of I have a reputation.
All I know
for
is people are sick of you,
acting.
and I've met 2 of your contacts, so I don't trust your contacts.
You've only met wait, has he met more than one of my contacts?
I had to move shit for you to get not in jail, remember?
Would have gotten out of it. Trust me, I'm a lot craftier than you give me credit for.
just in picturing all of us having to leave a jail cell.
Paperwork is submitted.
Paperwork is submitted. I'm just in picturing one guy's going, like, saw through the bars and just walked out. How did Grima get out? He slipped through the bars. The guard's just twitching. What do you mean?
He's a he's a 7 foot tall green man with fangs. How does he slip through bars?
The same way that Ross slithers across the floor of a tavern to take 1 sack of your gold.
Oh, this is why I like this group
Because
so
we talk
much.
shit about each other.
Regardless, eventually, let's just say you all end up at So, are you taking the mansion job? Yes or no?
I'm gonna.
Yeah,
What's
he
the
was in
mansion
charge of
job?
picking whatever job. I was just doing paperwork.
Oh.
Whatever he picked is good.
We picked the mansion job, but I'm gonna keep the sewer job and hand it to Octavius. Here, this is the job we're taking. I'm gonna go hand the job we're actually taking the person. Like here, this job's being
Wait,
taken.
so you're taking the mansion job, but you're handing me the sewer job?
I am trying to basically trick you, so I'm gonna roll deception on that.
Okay,
I'm not doing it in a very
Steve.
cool,
It's times
cool
like
man. I'm
this,
just doing more
I
than
wish
messing with
I
you,
had
man.
any points in wisdom.
Okay, roll insight.
Oh,
I'm not really doing it. I'm not doing it maliciously. I'm just doing it to mess with you here. As I'm walking to hand over the actual job we're taking.
Okay.
so what is the job?
On it is a rather intricate picture drawing of a mansion. It's a fairly nice one. It looks like it's 3 stories, maybe. For the most part, the thing is, like, a few of the windows seem to have been cracked or even shattered. The doors hanging slightly open, and for the most part, it just looks like it's in a general state of disrepair. The drawing is actually really nice. Above it, it just says the mansion job. And for the most part, that's about it.
What's
The
the
description
detail?
of the job is clear out the mansion for new owners.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Any valuables are
Nice.
yours to keep.
So it's the Wesker estate.
So I'm Where do I claim-
Effectively.
Or is it the house from Oblivion?
It could also be the house from Resident Evil 7.
Again. No,
I'm just-
you know.
Contract for?
I'm just picturing Tyrant. I'm just picturing Grima fighting a tyrant.
Possibly,
So
but
how
not
much
likely.
How much is
I'm
the
just picturing everyone else is just kind of cheering him on in the
The
background.
payout's
the payout's
120.
120 plus any goods we can find inside.
Anything you
Nice.
find.
I bet we steal a deed after this, because this would make a lovely orphanage. After
The
being
reason
fixed
why
up,
it's
of
here
course.
is means someone's already bought it.
Reasons why it's here is maybe we can convince the people to convert it over to something actually useful for society instead of letting it be a waste
You
of
don't
space.
know high society people, do you?
I've killed it on it.
And
I've killed
we're
about
out
a
the
dozen of
door.
them for being corrupt child murderer.
You first have to accept the job at the front desk, and they
Anybody-
assign the Lovecraft group to it.
I'm going to ask. So anybody I would have known?
I don't know this. Anyone you know a child murdering psychopath?
A few.
And yes,
while
probably.
he is talking that awkward conversation, I am registering us for this mission.
I guess Grima's gonna pull out a little black book, and he's gonna show a list of names.
List of name? So it's just a list of the one name over and over again?
No, name. A list of names, and
I'm just gonna
beside
say-
it's a list of crimes they've committed.
I'm gonna look at the list of people
You're gonna cross-reference your
I've already
bounty
killed
books?
in my. No,
Yeah.
there's difference between bounty books and vendors list.
No, it's
Oh,
a black book, not a bounty book.
The
There's a
difference
big
is
difference.
he might actually be able
Exactly.
to put bounties on these people with cause.
Yeah. Grima found
Mine
that.
more
he's
of
finding
dealing
the
with
idea-
political, religious corruption.
I have a question. Did I go with them?
No.
Good.
Okay. I'm just having this lovely image of Hitman 47ing the entire. We're gonna have like a stealth mission eventually, and I'm gonna Hitman 47 it.
Yeah, well, I'm just sniper. I'm just the sniper elite.
Back to the point at hand.
point at hand.
As we take a jaunty stroll towards the mansion.
We take the job, we get the job, we go kill things in the job.
Do you guys want to first swing by and get Azrael?
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
It
and
includes the adventure.
see if Ross showed back up at any point.
Which one's
Ross
Ross?
has been with you.
Ross went on his own adventure before we even
Oh,
left
hey,
the house.
hey, Frank, buddy, how you doing?
No, Ross is like peering over. Ross, you're peering over his shoulder, just staring at the 120.
It's gonna be divided 6 ways, but okay.
I'm just gonna like tap Ross's shoulder. Oh, hey.
Alright, so. While this is all going about, after Grima's, I'm gonna put my little black book away. I'm gonna, make sure my gauntlets are strapped on. Gonna make sure I have my my sticks of incense in my prayer book.
Wait, what class is your character again?
I'm a monk.
Okay.
He's a religious
Okay, that's
monk.
just. I would think you're a very religious monk. By the way,
I'm a monk of the long death.
which is actually a very useful monk class from what I understood.
Yeah,
What-
basically
I-
it's vampirism that you can train.
So vampirism, in a way.
Yeah, but one of my things is I got touched to death, and it's whenever a creature within 5 feet of me, if I've reduced its points to 0, I get temporary hit points based on my wisdom modifier plus my monk level.
That sounds useful. But back in the conversation at hand, you got shit to deal with.
Yep. Let us march forth. Once we get to
So,
this
You
decrepit man.
guys stop by and get Azrael. It's
Yeah,
effectively you guys.
Yeah.
You guys pulling up in a car. Get in, nerd. We're going questing.
Get in, bitch, we're going sobbing.
God,
Get in the carriage. We're going questing.
Can I be the one to go get Azrael?
Azrael, it's like you're actually about to head out. It's like you guys are just running up. It's like, get over here, bitch. We're going questing.
I just imagine we all pick him up and just run away with him.
I'll
Basically,
pick them up.
Necro, Azrael, you're now being carried by Grima.
No.
Can I give him? Can I help him with that at all?
Grima's too tall. You can't.
I'm like something. I'm almost as tall as him. How tall am I actually? I think I'm like 6.
I'm 7'3".
I'm like 6'5".
Okay, you're a very lanky individual being carried by a guy. Be right back real quick.
I'm just like,
Perfect. So this is break time. Octavius.
Yes.
Yeah. Love the name, by the way.
Thank you.
Great idea, Necro.
I mean, with all the
Oh.
crazy, not of this world things to go on, I figured that'd be fitting.
I mean, I'm not. Honestly, we have like the most normalist party of all times.
a stealthy as hell giant.
A uncharismatic tiefling.
Oh God.
So,
I mean, they,
Third person, a snake person who's never around until you mention money.
or we can go back to my first character, which was a Goliath druid whose strength was higher than his wisdom. Sorry.
Yeah, I think our party can save the world from devastation.
Unite all people within the nation.
Yeah.
We're not going to continue on with that. We have a mission to do.
Meowth, that's right.
Okay, I can see it now. We could do a Team Rocket opening.
I
No,
refuse.
we can't. We can't, and we aren't.
To protect our people within our nation. To protect
Shut
the
up,
world from
dog.
devastation.
Shut up.
For the nasty evils of truth and love.
Truth and love.
To extend our reach to the stars
To the
above.
stars above.
I will
Jesus
fire
Christ.
142 bullets.
I will tell you exactly why
Jesus
I'm called
Christ.
Chris the Red.
Okay. Getting back to point.
I'm just
It takes you a
Jesse.
while. You eventually get to a small
James.
sort of guys. Do not make me blast you guys
Why
off
would
again.
you
At the speed of
keep
light?
going?
I just imagine this conversation is going on like while they're walking.
Christ. Okay. Getting back to the point at hand. Jesus. Okay. You guys are walking through, and you're actually in the Gilded District, which is the nobility quarter. Typically, specifically because that's the directions given to get to the mansion. You eventually get to a small sort of pathway, and this isn't that unusual. There are certain areas where there's less housing, specifically because somebody was rich enough to buy up the land. And there's a gate with guards.
I'm sorry, that just fits too well into what's just happened.
So, anyways,
I assume our group approaches the guards, and I assume we have paperwork.
Yes. Wait a minute, is it the same guard keeper from
I
last
hope to
time?
God, it's not.
no.
Oh. I'm
It's
gonna look.
a younger guard, human, kind of like peach fuzz, effectively, in terms of hair or facial hair.
Greeting, guardsmen.
Why does everything you do sound intimidating?
Half orc.
Like, do I just have a passive intimidation skill?
Well, you have big fangs in your face.
Or
Tusks,
you
but yeah.
could accident, or you could always just make him roll intimidation check every time he talks.
Point being, we're not
I
doing
did
that.
I did not mean to do that. I'm trying to figure out how to give it back to Toki. Just because I felt bad about taking it when I did.
What did we take?
I took the card a while back, and I'm trying to get it back. I'm sorry.
You can keep the stupid card. I don't even know how to get rid of them.
Yeah, that's a holdover from like years ago. No,
That can
it's-
many things?
He turned on the card system for if you were playing a playing card game. We just don't know how to turn it off.
That, and I used it for my deck of something. I fucking killed
Oh,
a
yeah. That
vampire
was
with
bullshit.
it. It was awesome.
Deck of spells?
He drew like 20 fireballs.
I don't know. I took the deck and we were getting our ass kicked and I just tossed it in the air. Effectively saying I drew every card.
How did I not end the
Because
world?
Brian was a merciful god.
Because it wasn't a deck of many things.
The deck wasn't actually a deck of many things. It was a wild magic deck.
Again, Brian is a very forgiving
How
god.
did that? How did that?
I summoned 3 fireballs on myself, and then
You guys
ended up
better
getting
not
sent to a
tell
different
me.
dimension.
Please don't. I don't trust these people with any kind of deck.
Not me.
I mean,
Me?
I will immediately draw like 5 cards out of the deck of anything off rip. So
I would keep it and sell it. Let's be honest.
We are
Anyways.
presenting our paperwork to the guards and going inside the house.
You guys
Very well.
managed to get inside, and for the most part,
I'm getting behind the biggest, or at least.
Exactly what are we doing here?
okay. I mean, it's what you'd expect from a massive mansion, 3 stories, a lot of
Okay.
rooms.
Only if we have something
Group huddle.
check
Group huddle.
to at a defined sense of comfort.
Guys, I'll see y'all later.
All right. See you, Will.
All right. Have a good night. Feel better.
Yeah, Where had to drop out to go to sleep.
Fair.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
Don't blame him. He's had surgery today.
Yeah.
He deserves a good
Dude,
long
he had
nap.
Dude, he had an organ ripped out of his
That was his
chest.
kidney. You said
That's an
kidneys are
organ.
in the lower. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
Same difference. He had an organ ripped out of his torso. How about that?
Half correct.
All right. Group huddle. Everyone, please.
Okay, let's. Yeah.
Alright.
So, Grima's gone.
He pissed off a
His
guard
last-
and got sent for.
Rima is just
No. Yeah, my question is, what the hell's wrong with it, man?
Don't know.
Hey, what's the-
Do you guys say that after he leaves
Yes.
and is out of earshot?
I'm not trying to be an asshole.
Okay.
Well, the same question can be asked of you. The same question can be asked of most of the people in our group.
What is physically wrong with him that he has to take
Oh, you're
pills
talking
and
about
stuff?
him in real life.
Oh, no, cancer. Yeah, no, he has cancer. I think.
Oh,
He got a kidney removed because it decided to stop having structural integrity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we try to be real patient with him. Just, I don't know, he enjoys the games, so.
Okay.
But yeah, no. So he's just sick.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Focusing back
getting
on
Alright.
here.
back on point. You
All right,
guys have a
guys.
huddle.
We're only getting paid like 120 something split 6 ways. Anything in this house is ours if we want it. So you see something you like?
So if we found an ancient
so
deed to this place,
if we find the deed, does that consider us the owners
I
of the
don't
house?
think the deed's on the property because according to the contract, this place is already bought by someone else, but they need it cleared out of whatever's here.
speaking of which, don't we have, I feel like, I wonder.
Well, there are a
maybe-
lot of missions like that, but sometimes the
If
wording
you can
is
find a
kind
piece of
of
paper
off.
that says you own
Anything
this piece
we
of
find
land,
in
go
the-
ahead, take it.
It doesn't
Yeah,
technically say we own it.
If
It
you
is
can
the
find
deed
it,
to the house.
Fine. But I'm just saying, look every
Exactly.
box, bookshelf, and everything for something worth value.
Yeah, only if you have someone who has a divine sense about them, it might be useful for figuring out what's in here. Because we're obviously not being attacked on the spot by
Ross
whatever
is
is
a
in
thief,
here.
and I've worked with smugglers, so we can probably find a lot of good shit here.
You seem to have forgotten that I'm not with you right now.
What? You were with
Hey,
us
Ross,
when we got the
These
freaking
things are worth
picked
gold.
up Azrael.
That doesn't mean I came with you. I had other things to do.
I thought you were joining us because of Chance of Gold.
No, Ross has something
Great,
else that he
okay
wants
then.
to do.
Fine, I'll just look every place I can possibly think of.
All right. Hey, Captain. I'm guessing you worked with some religious orders since you worked with assholes. With the asshole.
Goblin Girl, I think he's talking to you, because you still have not told us your name.
Goblin, huh?
Who
What?
are you, and what is your name?
Hey, yo,
I am Night Master
Finally.
Thar.
Okay. Thar.
I think I'm just going to keep calling you Captain, just because that seems to suit you a lot better.
That is way below my rank.
Well, you're with us. Rank doesn't really mean much right now.
I do it more out of a sense of respect, because I am never being able to remember your name, or at least how to pronounce it properly.
Where did the big green
That
guy go?
freaking... He pissed off the guard
He
again.
disappears. I don't think that's an issue. I think he just literally just disappeared out a window again. Anyways, we should probably figure out what's in here before we try to steal
It's not stealing,
everything
it's
in
part of
here.
the reward we get. Anything of value we find, we get in this house. So we're not leaving this house till we go over this every floorboard.
We should... Why am I slowly starting this? We should also... Not gonna lie. Anyway, we should also probably make sure we actually do the job.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do the job.
Exactly everything.
So I am going to investigate the place to see if to try to find out what's actually, haunting the place.
Did the contract specify
I say
if it was
haunting,
a
but you know what I
haunting,
mean.
or just saying there's some kind of infestation?
It just said there's something in there that needs to be cleared out. Never mentioned what or anything like that. It's why the pay is so high, because they have no goddamn idea what is in there.
I'm rolling investigation real quick to investigate what the hell's in here. I'm going.
Wait, did they account for any damages that might result in us clearing
I
it?
double checked the contract. Is there a...
For the most part,
Yeah, that's my sister.
nothing's really mentioned, actually.
I'm not worried.
So the whole magic comes tumbling down.
As
We're
long
not
as we
held
don't burn down
responsible.
the house, I think we're fine.
Oh god, I'm the wrong person to be in this house then.
That's one hungry ass dog.
I'm not waiting outside. I just gotta make sure I don't take a hit, or else I might accidentally burn whatever hits me.
Alright, let's
I'll be
do
right.
this, bitch.
All right.
It's funny you should mention that. Thar is riding a dog.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh,
That feels like it
sake.
should have been
Right.
noted beforehand.
I said before I left Azrael's house that I was on my mount.
Okay, what is your mount? Of course it
A
is.
mastiff.
It's a
A what?
It's a dog. It's a big ass dog.
Picture a big bulldog, effectively.
Picture a Great Dane, but muscular. And with like a bulldog's face.
Looks hideous.
Better yet, I will literally just pull up the picture of my actual dog.
Hey, sorry about that. Just had to go talk with my younger sister about something.
Stop barking at me, dog. My dog is cuter than you.
I would not deny that. My dog's a little bit of a butt, so. Well, what did I miss exactly?
Well, he rolled investigation. You rolled investigation to try to figure out what was in the place, and I don't think Brian ever got to that because we kept talking over him.
Yeah, no, you haven't
I
actually
thought we
gotten
were
in the building
I
yet.
thought we were in the house. Okay.
No, you guys are outside the house. This thing is a
Okay.
massive front yard.
I'm fucking inside the building and I'm investigating it.
Yeah, no. Everybody roll perception. All right. Ross roll or Red roll investigate. You roll investigation.
Come
House
on,
looks
all
normal
right.
for the most part. It's just
I would really like to roll my investigation.
Ooh.
Oh, I thought you said roll perception.
yeah, no perception. He wants to roll.
I see everything.
Meanwhile, as Chris the Red starts to see into the astral plane,
I see the astral plane. Father, is that you? I thought you were supposed to be in hell.
Anyways, for the most part, you guys, the majority of you don't see much. Thar, do you need me to roll for you?
Oh, I can roll. Just give me a second. I'm looking through pictures. Get off me, dog! What's up?
Hey, at least
All
you're
right, give
my
me a
dog.
second.
when the mount gets confused.
Hey, at least my dogs aren't big, heavy dogs. I can lift them up and throw them real easy. And I got 2 of them.
Okay, so, so Christopher, Octavius, Thar. Just Christopher and Thar, you guys notice on the second floor a shadow dart by one of the windows.
Get off the couch.
I guess we should go in weapons drawn then. Oh.
No, you guys don't see this. Thar and Chris do.
How's that for a dog?
Get her off the couch.
Oh, what?
That's fucking Marmaduke.
Dumbass dog. I gotta go, guys.
All right.
Okay.
Do you want to call it for today and pick back up
Give me a
next
minute.
time?
I want to do some spooky shit. Let
Spooky
me have
shit
my
today.
moment, damn it.
I will just
Also,
find some way to dispel this.
Mark,
You just mine.
Mark, I will not be at the session tomorrow because I have 60s at work.
You gonna participate in that walkout?
Sounds like it sucks.
What are you doing?
A bunch
Participate in
of
what
Amazon
walkout?
employees are walking out on Prime Day tomorrow.
I did not hear about that, but I will be at work because I like money and I'm not retarded.
That is a good answer. Anyway, so
you deserve to be treated better, though. If you're not being treated
just
well.
stay for a minute. So, as you guys all walk in, whether or not weapons are drawn, the place has a sort of bizarre feeling to it. It still has these regal tapestries hanging from the walls, a massive chandelier from the ceiling.
I'm stealing all of them. They're
Well,
going in the bag.
Okay, let me get through it. Most of them are tattered or worn down. The chandelier is rusted in places, but it still looks nice. Then there's the staircase, which is knocked out. And it's one of those staircases that goes like up and then splits off at a platform 2 ways. The entire staircase going up to that platform has been knocked out. The rest of it's still intact.
So kind of like the Kingdom Hearts opening of Kingdom Hearts 1 when you're in the house.
Kinda. And you guys see a figure. Female. In white.
Oh,
Almost like a wedding dress.
Fuck that. I don't fuck with banshees.
Walking down the stairs.
I don't fuck with
Turns.
banshees.
Looks
I want to fuck with it. I want to fuck with it
You're
hard.
gonna post a
Under the
picture, or are
veil.
you just describing it?
2 dots of red. She takes a step forward, plummets into the rubble of the stairs, and disappears into smoke. And that's where we'll end it for tonight.
No, I don't think that's
Paladin
it.
instantly activates channel divinity. Turn undead. Get the fuck out of here, bitch.
It's got to be of a certain it's got to be. I'll have to look up the challenge rating, but it might work.
No, I don't think I have. I have to recheck my channel divinities right now.
God damn.
Anyways, so
Because I have channel.
it was nice having everybody at least.
Yeah, well, it was nice try.
Maybe the next time. Okay, so just to give an update to the schedule, the next game will be the 28th.
28th. Oh yeah.
That work for all of you guys?
Invite for everyone, but
Most Sundays will work for me until peak rolls around. Then I might be switching shifts, but other than that,
what about Tuesday for y'all?
Yeah, so 28th.
I will be 60 hours this week, so I'll be working Monday through Saturday.
Okay, because the 21st is the new team game for Eric, Anthony, and Toki.